And after this is when you gave up battle rap. So what made you finally be like, all right, I'm done. I'm changing my name. You know.
Well, it was a few things. Mainly though, I wanted to become a man. Like I hadn't become a man at that point. At that point, I was only Rain Man. Like I never built my life at that point. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no jobs. I didn't have no job history. I didn't have nothing. Like nothing that made me a person. All I was a rapper. So I said, all right, I'm gonna take this time to go connect with my family down south, get a job history, go get a crib in my name, just do grown man regular stuff. So that was my original reason for quitting rap because I felt like I already lived my dream. My dream was to be the best battle rapper in the world. MTV said I was. My dream was to be signed to Def Jam. Got signed to Def Jam. I actually was at a depression. By 24, 25, I was depressed because imagine everything in your wildest dream coming true within the same year, damn near. You don't know what to do after that. So I had to figure out a new dream.
Got you. Yeah. So then like, it's like you had this bucket list and you kind of like marked it all off already. So then it was like, what now?
Yeah. And nobody tells you how to prepare for that because I don't know nobody that was as successful as I had become at that point. So there's nothing that nobody could tell me. Like, what do they tell me? Nobody could even give me advice. I had to just figure it out.
Do you think that in a way fame and everything wasn't what you thought it was going to be?
100%. I thought that fame was a guarantee to become a hip hop star. But what I learned is when I got signed, people used to say to me in Jimmy Henchman's studio, it was like an industry secret. They would say to me back then, it's a shame you signed now and not when talent mattered. I would hear that a lot. I mean, a lot. Like they would take me places to rhyme for people and they'd be like, damn, I wish you signed Rain a little earlier, bro. Right when it mattered, like it don't matter no more. And I was like, what do they mean? And that was kind of when it was turning into what it's turning into now, where it's like your talent is cool, but how many views you got?
Right.
How many streams you got? That type of thing.
It's the wrong era. The wrong era, basically.
And that's what they were telling me in a nice way. Like, yo, unfortunately, you got signed too late.
That's crazy, man. All right, so then you ended up quitting rapping for like 5 years, right?
Yes, sir. I moved to Alabama. Like I said, I had family that was already down there. Well, actually, I was going to move to Atlanta. So I had a sister in Atlanta and a sister in Alabama. So I went to Atlanta, and when I went out there, it was crowded. It reminded me of being in Philadelphia. It was same exact. It looked the same. It was dudes on the corner. It was basically a mirror of Philadelphia. So I went to visit Alabama, and it was totally different. Like ain't no dude standing outside. It ain't dirt roads and horses, but it's not the hood. And that was the first place that I was at that I was like, okay, this is where I could see myself being. So that's where I was able to go get a job and, start working and, all of that stuff. So I spent my first, like you said, 3 to 5 years just getting a job, bro, just being regular.
What year is this when you first do it?
This is 2013, I believe.
Oh,
yeah,
so
about 2013.
So 2013, because you battled Ty Law in 2014, right? So like you said, you already had the job. There. Got you. Okay.
Yep. Bingo. Yep. I already had the job, which is why I didn't care because it was like, yo, this is the first time in my life I already got an income. I ain't rich, but I don't need the battle.
So you were already like you weren't as serious about rap anymore. Like you still did it a little bit, but not really.
Gotcha. I was comfortable just knowing that for once I don't have to rap. Like, damn, I could take off rap, which is why I stopped. Like, damn, so I could just be a regular dude.
Do you think that you found comfort in kind of like some stability, some consistency because of 100%. Having that stable job and just that check coming in? Because I can imagine while you're searching for your career and like your dream and trying to make things happen, there's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of turmoil.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Without that, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Like I tell people, if I didn't move to Alabama, Rain Man would have been the last thing y'all would have heard from me. And I would have rode off into the sunset as a cook in somebody's restaurant. And I'd have been 100% happy with that.
So you did a lot of soul searching during that time, and you found yourself. It seems like, right?
100%.
What do you
100%.
What do you think is like the most important thing that you found out about yourself during that time?
I found out that what everybody else want from me don't matter. Like growing up, in New York and Philly and all of that, you would think you need the newest clothes, the newest car, the newest, the girl with the fat ass. You would need everything that everybody say you need to be solidified. But when I moved down south, I would see dudes that didn't have none of that going on, and they was happy. Like I was meeting cats that was like, we would call them country, but they ain't had nothing going on, but they 9 to 5 and coming home smoking some dirt weed and watching TV. And I was like, yo, why are y'all so happy? But then I started to dig because they paying their bills, they in control of their life. They don't got a lot, but what they do got, they control it. They ain't worried about nothing. And once I got that, like you said, that stability, I was like, man, I don't care about no damn rap. Which is why when I started rapping again, it was totally for the love because I didn't care about getting a record deal. I just wanted to rap because I'm bored.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy, man, because like, it always seems like people with less are more grateful for what they have and they're more happy with what they have. Right. You see
Facts.
So many rich people that basically like have like the world, right? Like just like anything they want, but they're just not happy. They're not happy with their lives, bro.
Right. That was my shell shot. Like, yeah, I definitely realized that people in Alabama have less. And well, not all of them like on some poverty stuff, but a lot of these people have less than what we're accustomed to. All of the clothes, the new Timberlands, they don't be having none of that going on. These dudes that I be meeting and coming across, man, they be having bare minimum and they be way happier than the guys that have everything. So yeah, I picked that up and now, like you said, without that, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, because it seems like you found what you should prioritize in your life. Because I know that like when you growing up, especially, around hip hop, it's like the things that get broadcasted to us. It's like, yeah, you got to have the chain. You got to have all the fly stuff. You got to keep up these appearances and everything. It's a lot. It's a lot to put up with, bro.
It is.
You know what I mean? And
it is.
And you can kind of lose yourself sometimes in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Alabama was definitely the first place that never, that don't care about what you have. Mm-hmm. Like you can go down south and get your life together and nobody care about the getting your life together process. You know how it's rough when you getting your shit together. Down in Alabama is one of them places where, and your process to getting it together, ain't nobody about to clown you because everybody is doing regular stuff.
Right. Yeah, man. And was that a culture shock for you living in the South at first?
Yeah, it was a culture shock, but it was comfortable. I can't explain it. It was new, but it was what I needed because I didn't have to, like you said, I didn't have to keep up no appearance. I didn't have to try to be nobody. I was just able to just go get a paycheck and figure out something to occupy my time. I never had that before. Growing up again, it was, what type of sneakers you got on? Yeah, but is your polo shirt real? Yeah, but is your Nikes real? All of that type of shit that don't really matter.
Right. Because, when you think about it, right, all that shit at the end of the day doesn't make you a good person. And I know like in the South, it's like very heavy on the morals, right? And I think that's why you were able to kind of find that because it was like, let's focus on who you really are versus the outward appearances.
And I didn't know. I just had to figure it out. So now you're talking about I'm getting my self-worth from being at work. And they basing that, my self-worth is coming from the type of job that I'm doing. So now they like, yo, you're a great worker. So now I'm getting confidence as a man, shit that I just never had. Like, so it's kind of like what you said, which is why when I started rapping, I had a new confidence and swagger that I never had before.
What job were you doing at that time?
Everything, man. I worked at this place called Mr. Car Wash. That was my savior. Mr. Car Wash is kind of like not now, but that was like one of the bigger businesses in Alabama. Like that was where you could see the nicer cars, the biggest trucks. That was kind of like a place that you wanted to be. You're going to meet girls, you're going to meet people, that type of thing. And you can actually make good money. So
oh,
I
so
worked
you
there
was
for
living
mad
the
years.
Wash, the movie The Wash, like for real though.
100%. 100%. And I'm talking about like I made them love me. When I say they love me, like I had it to where I'm able to do what I want. I'm pretty much able to come to work. The boss would leave. Like I had it to that point where the boss was like, oh, Rob's here. All right, I'm leaving. You guys will be fine. Like I kind of just had it dug in no matter where I was at. And once I developed being a man at any job, that's when I started to realize, damn, I could apply this to rap now. Like now I kind of am the man. It don't matter if I'm rapping. I'm just the man. Not in a cocky way, but just damn, I'm finally in my own skin.
Did anyone recognize you as Rain Man?
No, I think maybe 2 people in my whole time in Alabama, maybe 3. My engineer, my man Tizo, he heard of me. I think, he didn't know, everything, but he had a friend that knew. So when I first got to Alabama, I'm scouting for a studio. So I hit a homie that I met at the car wash. Yo, who got the studio? So he told me about a cat. I tweeted this dude like, yo, my name is such and such. I'm from Philly. So he's reading the tweet, I'm pretty sure, in Alabama, like, who the hell is Rain Man from Philly? Like, yeah, whatever. So he said he hit up one of his friends or peoples and they told him like, yo, I actually know Main Man. Yeah, he's from MTV, blah, blah, blah. So we hooked up. It took a minute. Like the first studio session didn't go through, but yeah, it took a minute. But yeah, it took, again, just meeting regular people, being a regular person to find everything that I needed to connect me back to hip hop.